Hi guys, my name is Karin. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about another book review. I'm also going to be talking about an update. As you guys know, I haven't been posting as much as I would like to these last couple of months. For one, the first thing was I entered like a reading slump, so I really wasn't reading as much as I wanted to or as much as I needed to. And then the second reason was I went on vacation to Tennessee, and when we were driving, I listened to Before She Disappeared and Hidden. I listened to those two audiobooks. And then when we got back from Tennessee, we've decided that we're going to be moving. So I have been packing, which you can see all these boxes behind me. So it's just been a very crazy few months, and then on top of that, I'm also working full-time, so I really haven't had time to be reading like I wanted to. So that's just kind of my update for you guys on this channel, and we're going to be moving in June, so I'm hopefully going to be either reading or listening to more books when we move. So I'll have at least some type of a video up for you guys. And so moving it's just been very busy these last few months. It's been super crazy. Work's been crazy. Been working like 80 hours a week just trying to get everything settled, trying to get my 2 weeks notice in, and it's just been super crazy. So I'm going to be talking about Before She Disappeared. It's by Lisa Gardner. It was, or it still is, her newest book that came out, and I read that when we were driving back from Tennessee. So I really enjoyed this book. If you guys have seen any of my previous videos, I talked about the FBI Profiler series, and with her new book, Before She Disappeared, Frankie, she is an alcoholic. But in the FBI series, she talked, because Rainey's an alcoholic too, so she didn't really go into really detail. But in this book with Frankie, she goes into detail on how her disease works for her and what she does to basically not relapse. She goes to meetings, she talks Alcoholic Anonymous meetings, which it shows it in the book. And so Frankie is just a woman. She goes from state to state helping find missing girls, particularly of either different race, like Mexican, African American, Asian, just different races. And she has found, I think they said like up to a lot, but she's never found any of these girls alive. She's always found them dead or after the fact. And when she looks into new cases, she finds ones that basically have kind of been ignored. So those are the cases she tries and helps the family with. In this one, so she's in Boston, she's in Mattapan. And if you guys have read any of Lisa Gardner's books, there's been murders in Mattapan before. I think it was in her second book of the D.D. Warren series where they're in Mattapan. But, so Frankie goes and she starts looking for a missing girl, and her family wants her found. She's been missing for about a year. They don't know what happened. One day she was going to school and she just never came home. They found her missing backpack. There's no security footage that they know of that she left the school, and they just want to basically find her. Her younger brother calls her Lily, and he wants her found, and he tries to help Frankie find her. And being that they're very close, they've come up with like this hidden code, and the only person that knows it is Manuel, which is the younger brother. And so this code he breaks and gives to Frankie, and it just goes from there. And the book, it's a little bit slower paced, but with Lisa Gardner, it's, for me, it wasn't boring. It was still pretty interesting. Like, for me, I still wanted to read it like really quickly. So I read it within, I think, about 3 days. And I would give this book, book 4 stars. It was really good. I loved the character development. And this one ended a little bit differently because Frankie is she's a very different character than from Dee Dee, than from Rainey. It just ended a little differently, but I still love the ending. I still like the way everything kind of just fit together perfectly well. And with this book, I would try and like pick up on the clues that she left, and I still couldn't even put it together. So that, for me, like, I had to wait until the end to figure out everything that happened. And then once you get to that ending, it's like, now I get it. Like, this is like, okay, this makes more sense now. And then the second book I'm going to be talking about is Hidden by Laura Griffin. And this is the first book I've ever read from her. And I actually really enjoyed it. It's about a crime reporter named Bailey and a detective named Jacob. And so Bailey works in like the crime office area, and they found a body of a young woman who basically went jogging, and they're trying to figure out what happened. And as the story progresses, she and Jacob kind of end up working together. And he also has a female partner, which I forget her name, but he has a female partner who's telling her, like, be careful, she's a reporter, yada yada yada. And it's funny because some of the fights that they have, it's because she's a reporter and she is trying to gain his trust. She's not one of those reporters that will go behind someone's back or say one thing, but she's really going to do another thing. She's just kind of straightforward, which is kind of what I liked about her. But as the story goes on, they come to find out, like, why this person was killed, and they come to find out that there is another person, another female who's in danger. So they both go, I think it was New Orleans. They both go to New Orleans and they try and find her. And it has another character who was, I think, who was a SEAL and who helps people disappear. Kind of like witness protection disappear, but he's not a marshal. He's just a SEAL. He's a SEAL. And so, and they've been like, him and Bailey are like friends. And so when anytime like she has questions or she needs help on a story, she goes to him, and she can basically pretty much ask him just about anything. But on the other hand, he kind of doesn't always answer everything. So I don't want to go into spoiler territory because with Hidden, it's kind of difficult to give you guys a lot of information without spoiling something. So I'm kind of just thinking of how to word things without ruining the book. And she just came out with another one called Flight, but it's different characters. And this all takes place in Texas. So it's funny because I was reading that as we were going through Texas, which I thought was funny. But I would give that book, I want to say 4 stars. It's on my Goodreads. I think I wrote a review on it. I enjoyed both of these books because I read them both when we were traveling. They were both audiobooks that I just listened to because kind of reading in the car makes me sick. So I thought that was kind of a good set off. The audiobooks were great. I liked the performances from both. The hidden one was only 6 hours, and I think the before she disappeared was 12 hours. So hidden, I listened to coming back, and then before she disappeared, I was listening to as I was going to Tennessee. So, I mean, I really loved both of them. They were really good. I also just found a new author that I like, which was Laura Griffin. So I'm going to be reading more of her stuff. I know she has a couple more series I was looking at on Goodreads because she has a Goodreads profile with like all of her series on there. So I'm really hoping you guys will see more videos coming up in the next couple of months. We'll just be in a different location. So you guys have a great and fantastic day and a safe morning, night, or whenever you guys are seeing this video. And you guys have a great day. And please like and subscribe to my channel as always. And have a good day. Bye.